when you have nothing to do on a holiday weekend, you can either, like I say in my poem, you can either meditate. If you have nothing to do, then you can meditate. Or, in this case, read another poem of Kabir about the mind. Poem 29, Kabir, the mind. Sakis of Kabir. The door of Bhakti is narrow. Like the tenth of a mustard seed. Mind is an elephant gone mad. How could it go through that door? How can the door mind get through there? This body is a pitch dark forest, and the mind is an elephant gone mad. Oh goodness, how are we going to get through? Kachari Bana, the forest of Sutta, symbolizes worldly desires. Fall, the great yogi, where he was a slave to sensual desires. Though wisdom, jewel wisdom is the gold, but few are the saints who can apply it. Elephants, the Santa. The Santa is here compared to able to control a furious elephant of the mind, and to guide him out of the forest of desire. Such a saint is rare. I'll read that again. The door of Bhakti is narrow like the tenth of a mustard seed. Mind is an elephant gone mad. How could it get through that door? This body is a pitch dark forest, and the mind is an elephant gone mad. The jewel of wisdom is the goad, but few are the saints who can apply it. More tenuous than water, more subtle than smoke, swifter than wind, such is the friend Kabir has made. Now he's made a friend. Of what? The mind? Friend, dust. Here might allude to the mind itself, which is more subtle than smoke, but this interpretation is not acceptable, as mind is the worst enemy of the yogi, Gupta. Yeah, but you're supposed to take the poet as alluding to Shaka, Kapa, Bhakti. This interpretation does not seem convincing either. The friend who is both immaterial and invisible cannot be different from the Supreme Being, God. This is precisely the meaning given to friend. Seems he made a friend of the mind. Maybe God. Dust. The three worlds were plundered. They all were stripped of their all. But mind is a faceless thief whom no one could recognize. Renounce the desires of your mind, or your wish will not be fulfilled. If ghee could be extracted from water, none would ever eat dry food. Mark that list again. That's Schindler's List. Renounce the desires of your mind. The mind is Garaka. The mind is Govinda. The mind is the true yogi. He who succeeds in stilling the mind becomes the creator himself. Stilling the mind. Garak. Goraknath. Goraknath. The poet apparently means that the mind is so powerful and immortal as Gorak himself is supposed to be. Govinda is the Vastava name of the Supreme Divinity of Gorak. All cars are followers of Goraknath, not Panthis, who have not yet undergone the final ceremony of the splitting of the air, which makes them Pata. There is, however, a division among the not Panthis, who are always remain others who here Meaning Agar is more probably the true yogi, Ragnati yogi, delineation of the mind. How long is this one? Goes on. The body is the temple, the mind is the banner, fluttering in the wind of sensual desires. The pull of the mind shakes the temple, and it is totally destroyed. The mind is aware of all, knowingly it does the wrong. Will you fare any better if you fall into a well, lamp in hand? Defeat of the mind is the real defeat. Victory over the mind, the real victory, says Kabir. If you ever obtain Hari, it will be through the faith of your mind. If your mind has faith. Kabir, the lane is narrow. The narrow path and straight way, the narrow. The lane is narrow. Mind is a nimble thief. Absorb yourself in Hari's praise. Let nothing else enter your mind. Kabir, let me kill that mind and cut it into fine pieces. You sowed poison in the flower bed, so why lament over the crop? Killing the mind. On the killing of the mind through Hatha Yoga process. Our mind has found its dwelling within. It has become very subtle, worn out. In the city of immortality, it has found the true one, and it will never leave. Mind has found its dwelling within, in the void inside the Gagana Mandala within. It's worn out. The city of immortality. Ama Rahaloka Alaka. Ram is like a fire, but pervades all beings, but the flint of the mind gives no spark. So nothing comes out but smoke. What is that? 16. Kakshamaka symbolizes the mind or soul, chitta. If rubbed vigorously, it gives a spark, yet for the lack of some powerful rubbing, alerting either to the yoga process or to the Shabda imparted by the Sadguru. The fire of Ram is not lit in the soul. Day 16. Ram is like a fire that pervades all beings, but the flint of the mind gives no spark, so nothing comes out of it but smoke. The yoga process, or to the sound current imparted by the Sadguru. Kabir, that's a careless mind, never practices prayer. That's horrible. That careless mind never practices prayer. It will undergo harsh punishment in the court of Yama. In an instant, it piles up millions of karmas. So greedy for pleasure is the mind. Man heeds not the Guru's word. That's not the Guru Shabda. And he squanders his life in vain. Strike the mad elephant mind. Force it inside the body. Into the yogic process of forcing and closing the breaths, pranas within the body, pranayama, in order to paralyze the mind. Strike the mad elephant mind, force it inside the body. If it turns around, run away. Bring it back again with the goad. Strike the mad elephant mind, cut it, grind it fine. Then the young wife will find her joy when the lotus blooms inside. It is still a matter of killing the mind once and for all. The young wife, Sundari, symbolizes the wife's soul expectantly waiting to be reunited to her Lord. Sundari, a lovely woman, may allude to the Kundalini Shakti enter, eager for union with Shiva. The blooming of the lotus within symbolizes the extension of the Saja state in which the soul merges in the one. The boat is made of paper and the Ganges is all water, says Kabir. How shall I cross over with those wicked 5 companions? Kabir, the mind is like a bird, rising it flew to the sky, then it fell down from there again into the noose of Maya, stretching your body as a bow, making 5 elements your arrows. Shoot down that dear mind, or else your wisdom is false. A crack has come into my mind, a very, very deep crack, just like a broken marble slab that will never joining together. The mind was spoilt by bad advice, trust and intimacy vanished like 3-day-old milk. It is as dry as awkward. Trust and closeness between the soul and the sector to the wicked words. Follow not the guidance of the mind, forgetting the soul's true nature as the thread upon the spindle. Reverse and wind it back. Thread of a spinner. And reverse it. Reverse it backwards. Bring the spindle back towards the wheel so that the thread is responds to the yogic inverting of the mind. We are reading a quite interesting number 29 poem about the mind. This mind here, it's like a elephant gone mad, and you try to get it through this narrow passageway with the help of Kabir.